In other news, travelling between Singapore and Johor will soon become more seamless, with authorities set to ease restrictions on cross-border taxi services starting Monday next week. The changes include expanding drop-off areas and pick-up points and increasing the supply of cross-border taxis. Natalie Ong with more.
This taxi terminal at Ban San Street is the only designated cross-border one in Singapore today. But that will soon change. Licensed taxis will be allowed to drop off passengers anywhere in Singapore. In Johor, they can do so in locations like Johor Bahru, Iskandar Puteri and Forest City. At the same time, taxis in the foreign country will also be able to pick up passengers from new designated pickup points through ride-hailing bookings. It's a move drivers CNA spoke to at Ban San Street welcome.
Wow! Yahoo! Hooray! Of course lah. We have been notified and we already anticipate. So we have to go forward. And whatever still benefit everybody. The consumer, the passenger and for us.
It benefits us a lot, because why we can earn more on the pickups. One thing for us Singapore driver, maybe at first we have some hiccups because of the distance, because we are not sure about the area down there.
Still, the Singapore Johor Taxi Operators Association says it is concerned about a new measure requiring taxis entering each country to carry passengers except during specified time windows when empty entry is allowed. It says drivers may lose out on business. Potential passengers were supportive of the move even though fares will increase. Trips will cost at least 80 Singapore dollars from Ban San Street Terminal to Johor Bahru, 20 Singapore dollars more than right now.
If you look at it, at the moment I'm paying 50. Then if I were to take a Grab in the morning, normally about $16. So that's about $70, I would think, right? So it is $10 more, but we need to see how it is, if it's convenient or not.
If the prices you are sharing with other people, I mean you couple with others, it's fair. But then if you're one person, unless you're willing to pay, then why not? Yeah, if it's convenient. Yeah, so whatever convenience, you have to pay for the price, right?
Both countries will raise the number of cross-border taxis by 100 each, bringing the new total to 300 per country. This additional quota will be allocated to larger, more premium vehicles aimed at better serving bigger families and business travellers. Authorities say the longer-term goal is to gradually increase the quota to 500 taxis per country.
The Land Transport Authority has awarded the first cross-border ride-hail license to Grab. The firm will be allowed to operate taxi services between Singapore and Malaysia for 3 years from today. Grab says it'll pilot its cross-border taxi booking service on its app from Monday next week. It adds that it is in the midst of onboarding licensed cross-border taxis from Grab Cab and other taxi operators. The firm adds that it has streamlined the back-end process for taxi drivers on both sides to more easily manage cross-currency earnings and different regulatory requirements. Singapore's largest taxi operator, Comfort Delgro, says it welcomes the improvements to the cross-border taxi scheme. It says the changes give passengers more flexibility and clearer pricing. The National Taxi Association also welcomed the move. It says it's particularly encouraged by the stronger safeguards, such as new identification requirements against illegal cross-border services. The association adds that the revised fare structure and more flexible pickup points will support more sustainable earnings and widen earning opportunities through app-based bookings.